Good evening, everybody. Good night, or no, good evening, I think is what you say when you say hello.
Talking Dirty with Maestro. Not just numbers,
not just stats.
it's about what they mean.
I'm going to send to you the information.
Talking Dirty.
Yo. Welcome to Talkin' Dirty with your boy. Me. Hey fam, how's everybody doing? First of all, let me get this out the way right now. Thank you, everybody who reached out, everybody who was checking on your boy, making sure everything was good or as good as it could be. Just thank you. It meant a lot. Being away is difficult, no matter what time of year it is. But just know you guys are always in my thoughts. You guys are always in my prayers. You guys are always on my mind. Just everything. Just know that, you guys are a big part of the reason that I just like to do what I do, and I love being here. So Maestro appreciates it beyond words, man. Just got to tell you. So this is the first, and again, and with that, I'm shout out to B-Ron for holding it down, just doing what he does. B-Ron's the most beautiful man in SimWorld, period. Just what it is. So you just have to deal with that. But the reality is my man just always got it done. He always produces on the top shelf level, and it's always appreciated. So B-Ron, shout out, my man. That's how you know who's really what's up. People who get you six and they don't even tell you, they just do it. And B-Ron's one of those dudes. So I'm blessed to have him as a friend. I'll even say that as a friend, because he's my man. All right, so here we go. The roster's about to be locked up here soon, and we get a better idea of how this season is going to shape out and what it's going to look like, and who we're going to expect to do what and why, and all that's important. But now our reality, though, is how are we going to put ourselves in a position to be successful? So let's talk about a couple of things here real quick, and it's gonna get it out the way. Our reality as media is we take a look at all the things that we see you cats doing, right? We see what you're doing in the open runs. We think about what you did in the last season, where you started, where you finished. And by the way, the same thing goes for your open runs. We look at, okay, so first open run, player did X, Y, and Z, 1, 2, and 3. Third open run, player did X, Y, and Z, 1, 2, 3, a lot better. That's important, right? Because that's how we break you guys down. So when you're looking at going into this season, if you've not decided where you want to sign yet, and you know that you do definitely want to sign, well, I'm going to give you a couple of pointers of things and teams and types of teams to consider on the other side.
Thank you for listening to the Maestro. Want to get involved? Bring it.
Drop in discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
If you have the brain, join as a coach. If you have the game,
join as a player.
See the game, be the game.
game.
Now, back to the Maestro.
Sorry, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
And welcome back to Talkin' Dirty with your boy. So let's say you're on the fence. You're not sure who you want to sign with yet. You know there's some openings in different places. You're talking with a couple of coaches, or you reached out to a couple of coaches to a couple of teams. So I'm going to give you some suggestions of what I think, if depending on the type of player you are, where you can go and you can make the most immediate impact, and why? Maestro, for those of you who don't know, Maestro will always give you the why. Okay, if I consider myself an inside player, in other words, I know there's positionless basketball, I get it. Marsh, I hear you. Blaze, I hear you. Guys, I hear you. Positionless basketball, everybody can play everybody love everybody, blah, blah, blah. If I consider myself a strong inside player, a strong post player, and I can play in the transition, I want to go to a team like Latin America. I want to go to a team like Europe. Why? Because their ability to handle their transition game and the fact that they are been consistently strong no matter what the roster size was made up of. They've always been able to put a presence on 4 of the 7 parts of the game that were always impressive, but they were always missing a consistent presence down low. So if I know I have a strong post game, then I will look to go there. Why? I can make an immediate impact. I can be a value added, not a value adjacent player. And more importantly, though, what I can do is I can provide the coaching staff with another point of contact and another point of attack that will help make the team stronger right away. Thus, I can truly be that value add and value support to help the coach trust me to make the team better. If I am a natural scorer, I can make my own shot. I can not just score in transition. You better be able to score in transition. If you're not, please go play tennis or pickleball. But if I can make my own shot, if I'm good off the dribble, if I'm good in the ISO move, and I don't mean it takes you 12 seconds to score on somebody in ISO move. If it takes you 12 seconds, you suck at ISO game. All right, just get that out the way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to use the S word this early when I'm coming back, but you do. If you're good at moving through traffic, if you're good at taking the ball, if you're good at scoring from all the various tactical points on the floor, I would really seriously look at a team like Africa. Africa always has a strong defense. Africa always has a team that is very impactful in terms of being the way they slow down another team's transition game, the way they hinder the team's half-court game, but they've been very inconsistent because they've not had that single scorer, that single person that can make a difference in terms of being able to keep up points-wise with whoever they're playing against, and thus they've been really inconsistent with their record. They've shown moments of amazingness, but not having that consistent scorer there, I think has kind of held them back over the past few seasons. If I am a player that I am defensive-minded, I like to lock down the number one ball handler. I like to take a charge. I like to, if I'm one of those cats, then you have multitude of options of places to go and to think about. I would think about Lone Star. I would think about even the ill teams like that. Teams that are just naturally laden with a lot of talent. They're able to get up and down very well. They play defense very well, but having that player that is committed to the defensive side of the ball would just make them that much more better, and I think put them over a ledge that they might not have necessarily be able to get to in their current state. And lastly, if I'm a player that likes to truly multi-position, play the 1 through the 5, like to get around, be on both sides, offense and defense. In other words, be a complete all-around player, then the two teams that I would look at first, more so than anybody else, I would look at the AT Aliens and I would look at Gulf Coast Lockdown. Because those two teams, are you already going to be on a team with a bucket load of talent? But if you're willing to be that dirty in the middle, get points, get rebounds, get assists, get blocks, get steals, take charges, do those other things, you will fit in naturally because everyone else naturally goes to their position and what they're able to do. And everybody's so fluid, and the team in general and the way they're coached, they're so amazing at being able to be in those moments of flexibility, of fluidity, that if you're the type of player who can turn on a dime, be in the post, see you need help on the wing, rotate out from the wing to the high post, whatever, in terms of a defensive player, or even an offensive player where you can find the hole and do what you need to do like a good tight end will do in the SWFL, then those are the teams for you. Hopefully that helped you if you're thinking about it here in these last days, so the clock ticks down. Cannot wait to see where you cats are going to go. For everybody who's thinking about everybody who's sitting out this year or not going to be able to play this year, keep working on the game. Stay with us. Do what you got to do. Work on those things you're not good at. Work on the things that the numbers say that you're not good at. And be honest enough with yourself to say, I'm not good at this. Let me work on that. Everybody does what they're good at. That's cool. The pros, the top level cats, always building what they're not good at. If you don't believe me, look at history of all the players that you guys have the jerseys of, I bet you, and look at and look at their career trajectory and what they were able to do. Good to be back with you guys again. Appreciate you so much. Again, thank you to B-Ron for the fill-in and for keeping everything going. And don't worry, I'm going to be back on Around the Table with my boy Big Bob. He and I are trying to do the link-up transition thing right now. So I know he's packing up. He's getting ready to head out to the Great North. Vikings, whatever. No, just playing. Yeah, definitely going to be back for that here too. Just going to get everything moving here as we get everything moving. And, we'll talk about it more in detail a little bit later, but you guys know the first rule. Never, say it with me, family, never let Jason Bourne. Yeah.
Like, I need to talk to somebody.
Thank you for listening to Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out Maestro. Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.